Okay, so there are like two types of the formats. One is SAS defined format, the second one is the user defined or user created formats. Okay, so there are three types of the formats. I mean, coming to the user defined, there are three types: character format, numeric format, and the picture format. Okay, so here, mm, let us take a small data set first.
Kiran, your screen is not visible.
Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing the SAS defined and user defined formats now. SAS defined already, I mean, we discussed about some SAS defined formats like date time, DDMMYY, MMDDYY, date 7, date 9, dollar, comma. So these are all the SAS defined. So user defined formats also we can do. There are three types of the user defined formats: character format, numeric format, and the picture format. So before starting, you should have one data set first. So let's take a data set, any data set of our interest. Yeah, let's take this data set. So in this salary, okay, then creating a new variable, tax equal to, tax should be 10%, so 10 by 100. Ten by 100 means it should give 0.1, 0.1. Okay, but it should be 10%. So what we're doing, instead of tax equal to, just I'm using 10. Okay, 10. So it will show as a 10, but it's not indicating percent. So we have to indicate the percent also. Okay, fine. So let's create let's create the character format, and later we'll discuss how to store the character format. So creating a character format. Proc format, value is syntax. Okay, we are creating a proc format now, in a format. Using this procedure format, we are creating the formats. Value, take any name. Let us assume the gender is there. So convert the F into female and M into male. Means add a format to the gender. The gender is not having any format now. See what is the dataset name? The dataset name is employee. See the properties. It is showing no any formats, no any informats. Means the data is completely plain, contains no any formats and no any informats. Then creating one user defined format for the gender and adding that format to the gender. Okay. So first we create value, give any name like some sex. So using a dollar sign. Why? Because we are creating a character format. All the character format should be like prefixed with a dollar sign, dollar sex. Then F should be female. Then M should be male. M should be male. So this is my format. Select and submit. When you submit it, it creates a catalog in the work library. So it created a catalog in the work library. Okay, open this. You can see there is a sex, means the sex got created, which is a character format. Then in the log window, also it is showing format sex has been output. So we created one format. To check the contents of this format, simply right click and click on the open, and right click on the view. Then we can use the format which we created in the output library like this. Output folder like this. What the format we created? Sex, F is female and M is male. the default length is 6. If you want to increase, you can increase the length, but the default length is 6. Default length is 6. Maximum length you can use is 40. Minimum length is 6. So this is the format we created. Yeah, then not only this one, if you want to check the format in the output window, okay, so proc format library equal to where it is in the work library fmt lib run. Even it will give you the same type of the output. This is to check the contents of the created format. To check the contents of the format. Okay, any type of format, you just write the library name and the fmt lib. It will show the contents in the output window. Okay, now the format has been successfully created. Then apply this format to employee while printing. Okay, so I'm printing this employee, proc print data equal employee. Then while printing we are applying format the gender with this format, because we created this X and we are applying this X to the gender. Okay, select and submit. Now you can see F became female, M became male. See, when you see the earlier values here, it is showing F, M, M, F1, but here it is showing female, male, male, female. Means while printing, we are printing with this user defined format. Okay, so this is the creation of a character format. Okay, let's create a numeric format. Creating a numeric format. So how to create a numeric format? Then first you select. Okay, let us select the age 20, 22. Then okay, we'll see below 25 make it as some A group, above 25 make it as some B group. Okay, so create a numeric format. Proc format value, give any name. Let's give the age. Okay, or age fmt. You can give any name, no problem. But here no need of assigning any $sign because we are creating a numeric format. So why it's a numeric format? Because we are planning to assign it to numeric data only. Earlier we assigned the gender, which was the character. Then now to the age. So what's our range? Low to 25 years as a group. A group. Then 26 to high means more than 26. B group. Again submit this. It creates the age fmt in the same formats catalog in the work library. So age fmt has been output. Okay, has been output. Later, if you want to see the content, just right click and view. It is showing what is the minimum length 1, maximum length is 40, then default length is 7, and low to 25 A group and 26 to high B group. So the format output is correct. Then again apply this age fmt while printing. So this is the above one. Let's print it. While printing age, right? So to the age, adding age fmt which we created. Submit this. Now see, age is showing as A group, B group, not with the numbers. Earlier it is showing some numbers only, but now it is showing A group because less than 25. Okay, I mean low to 25 is showing as A group and 26 or more is showing as a B group. Okay, so this is called the numeric format. Let's create a picture format. So in the picture format, okay, let us add this. It's not 10, it should be 10%. Okay, so proc format value, give any name. Okay, so I'm using some tags. Then low to high. Low to high means to all the values. To all the values. How the value should appear? 00.00 and percent sign. it has to appear like this. Okay, then submit. After submitting, you can see here it is showing tags also created. Then again use the same step to see the content. Proc format library equal to workfmd. Okay, submit this. Now it will show you, because we submitted this one to check the contents of all the formats which are present in the work library. In the work library we have 3 formats. Now you can see it is showing the content of all the 3 formats. Age FMT, tags, that is low to high, it has to display like this. Then this is a character format. So it's showing the contents of all the 3 formats present in the work library. Later, again apply it to the apply while printing. So to the tags, I'm applying tags dot submit. So you can see it is showing as 0.00. Why 00? It should be 10, right? Yeah, once again here in this data only, tax equal to 0.1%. 0.1. So 0.1 is 10%, right? It's a 0.1. Then apply the format. So tax only, right? Tax equal to 0.1. So whatever it may be, it should appear like this. 00. Okay. Okay, let's make it 10 by 100. 0.1. Then okay, how the 0.1 will show? No, right? Low to high. Tax is 10, that's fine. 10. Then it should appear like this, right? 10%. Low to high. The value should be something is wrong. Just 1 second. I don't know where the error happened. Oh, sorry. Actually here it should not be the value, it's a picture, right? Yeah, picture, sorry, because we are creating a picture format, right? Sorry, so here we should use the picture. Okay, submit it. After submitting, then again apply it, so it will be showing like this 10%. So if if you want to add some symbols, signs, we use this picture format. Okay, so in the place of value, use the picture. Okay, so it will give like this 10%. Actually the tax is here simply showing as 10, but it should not be 10, it should show like this 10.00 or just 10%, then it will show as a 10% only. Okay, so this is the picture format. Clear? Now how many formats we have? Three formats we have: sex format, tax format, and the age format. So we have three formats. Then where these formats are located? In the work library. But the problem is when you delete or when you close the SAS session, then you cannot see the formats again and you cannot see the dataset also. So better you store the dataset in some location and also the formats. Means whenever you are presenting your data to like some other people, then you will be giving the dataset along with the formats. Because okay, let's open the dataset employee. It is not showing any formats, right? Tax is 10 only, and the female, male also no any formats, and age also is having no any format, because we didn't assign the formats to the dataset. Only while printing we are printing with the formats, right? See, it is only just to view in the output window. You are viewing it as a female, male, and A group, B group. But when you open the employee, it is showing just MF only and the age also in the numeric. So how to assign the formats permanently to a data set? Means make the changes in the data itself, like this. Data employee. Then set employee. Again I am copying the employee into the same data set. While copying, I am assigning the formats. Okay. Assign the formats. Means permanently I am assigning the formats to the data set by writing a format step here. When you write something in the data step, okay, you are adding the formats. Submit. Now the formats got assigned, then open the employee. Now it will show with the male, female, A group, B group, like this. Okay. When you see the attributes also, it is showing age is assigned with age FMT, gender with sex, tax with the tax format. Okay. Now let us delete these three. We deleted all the user created formats and try to open the employee. It won't open. Why? Because they are already connected with this format. So it is showing age FMT, sex, tax not found. Why? Because we created three user defined formats and we assigned the formats permanently to the data set, but we removed them. So as the data set is assigned with the user defined formats, we can't open it because we cannot see the formats, right? If the formats are existing, then we can open it. Okay. If you try to open this type of the format, then we can't open. Then what to do? For example, we submitted the employee, okay, and we forget to give the formats, but the data set is already assigned with the formats. Okay, then the others cannot view the data present in your employee. It will throw an error, but without errors you can open this like this. Options, no format error, means don't give the format error. So using this option, then you can open it. You can open it, but it won't show as a male, female, or age also in a character, and tax also not in the picture format. Why? Because the formats got deleted. So it will show the original data only without any errors. It will show the original data, but the formats are not there. But to see with the formats, we should create the formats first. So you can create the formats in a single step also, like this. So it's a age FMT. Then this is the picture format, and we have we created a numeric format also, numeric format. So you can add like this. You can create three in a single step. This is one format, picture format, and the new format. Then select submit. Then it creates three formats. AGFMT, AGFMT. Tax is already there. AGFMT. Okay, I think I added AGFMT twice. This one. So three formats we're creating. Yeah. So this is AGFMT, this is a sex, and this is a picture. Three formats we are creating. Submit. Then it created three formats: age, tax, and the sex. Once the formats are ready, then you can open this. It will open with the formats. Now let us see how to store the formats in dataset permanently. Okay, to some location. Let's take a D drive. In the D drive I have a folder called the Neotech. It's an empty one. So define this location and store in this location both the employee as well as the user different formats like this. Libname, this is a location. D drive Neotech is the location. Give a name. Okay, some any name like lion. Submit. Then it creates a library with the name called the lion here, which is an empty one because the D drive Neotech is empty one. So first you store the data set, that is employee, from work to lion. So proc copy in work library out into the lion. Then which data set? If you are not selecting any data set, then it will copy all the data sets present in the work to the lion. Submit. Now in the line you can see the employee as well as the formats also got copied. But instead of copying the formats, you can, while creating only, you can store the formats in the permanent location like this. Proc format library equal to where you are planning to store in the lion. Okay, select and submit. So it created all the three formats in the library called the lion. Okay, now open the D drive. In the Neotech you can see the employee formats permanently got stored. Okay, now close the SAS, end it, then open the SAS again. Okay, now see, no lion, no employee, nothing. So here is the external location in the Neotech. Somebody gave us this employee and the formats related to this employee. First you bring this in our environment. Into our environment you just bring them first. So libname, so give some name, some king. So this is a D drive Neotech location I have given. So it will create a library with the name called the king, which contains both the employee and formats because we define the same location. So we have both. Then try to open this employee. See, we are unable to open the employee because the problem is it is assigned with some formats, age, sex and tax, but the formats are present in the same location, but it won't search in the same location. always it will search for the formats in the work library. Okay, see, when you copy this formats catalogs as it is and paste it in the work library, now try to open this employee. It's working. It's working. Means always by default it will search. Okay, so by default SAS searches for the formats in the work library. Work library. It's a by default. Okay, but when I delete the formats from the work library, okay, then what happens? It won't search in the other locations unless you specify. Okay, so how to specify? So options format search equal to, so search the formats in where king, library king. Okay, submit this. Then it will search for the formats, okay, in the library king. Later you try to open the employee, it's working. Okay, though the formats are not present in the work library, okay, it's opening means it is just searching for the formats in this library king location, and when it found, okay, all the three formats, then we can open this without any error. So this is to search the formats. So to search or remove the formats in a specific location, okay, we use this. Got it. So this is about how to create a character format, numeric format, and the picture format, and how to store them permanently in a location by defining the library. And if you remove the formats, then we can just open that data set. I mean, without any errors. Means we should use one option called the options no format error. So if we use that no format error, then it will open without any format errors. Okay, and later if you want to invoke the formats in a specific location, then use the options format search. Then it will search for the formats in that particular location, and it will make the formats available to this session. Or else if you don't write this statement, then always it will try to search the formats in the work library, not in the any specific location. Okay, so this is about the formats. And okay, let's think. Somebody gave us the data set but forget to give the formats. We have just the data set only. Okay, like this, we have just the data set. Open the king, you can see only the data set. But when you open the column attributes, it is showing the formats. Means no formats are there, but the data set is assigned with some user defined formats. Then try to print the employee, proc print data equal to king dot employee. So it's not working, showing that the formats are not existing. Then you have to remove the formats because the formats are not there. So remove them. How to remove? Same data king dot employee, set king dot employee. Again we are copying to the same location. While copying, format underscore all underscore. So this is called reformatting. We are again all the variables we are reformatting. Okay, submit. Then what happens? You can see nothing happened. It got modified. That's it. Okay. Now open employee. It's opening without any formats. And when you see the attributes also, column attributes, you cannot see any formats here. Okay, so you cannot see any formats assigned permanently to the data set. Clear? So this is about the formats and informats. Okay, so I mean, to get a good understanding, you should practice at least some papers. Okay, I will just show you some papers how to practice. So we finish with this. Yeah, so these are the other topics remain. Single trailing functions, join statistics. Okay, so these are also the big topics only. If you want to practice the formats and informats, you just download some Suji papers. Suji means SAS Users Group International. Okay, so usually they conduct some conferences. Describing and retrieving data with using and understanding SAS formats. So what's the character format, what's the numeric format, what's the value. So if you can go through some of the papers, then you will understand. Anyway, that book is fine for you. Learning SAS by programming, so that is enough for you to practice. Okay. Yeah, so next topic is the functions, which is also very important one. And for the functions we have a separate book, as I told you. So this is the book. SAS functions by example. Okay, so yeah, this book is only for the functions. You can use it as a reference. So here also we have the user defined functions and the SAS defined functions also there. So it is also one of the language element. Okay, so the first class itself we discussed about the language elements, like statements. What's the statement? What's the first word in that line? So input is a statement, label is a statement. Okay, then what's the option? Option means, see, no observation is an option, observation is an option, heading equal to H is an option. So we have the global and local options. Functions means that we are going to discuss. Formats we do. Formats and formats will start, will end with the dot. Format is to read the format and format is to write the format. So these two topics are, in the language element, these two topics are pending. So we'll finish these functions and call routines in a single class. Okay, then after this, we can say that all the language components are finished. Then we'll be going to the programming part, because till now we are just learning the language only. Okay, what's the format, functions. Okay, all the language concepts you are learning. Once you are done with the language, then we'll be going to see after the functions and call routines. Then see, this is no language. How to join tables? It's a data management. How to apply different statistical procedures. Okay, this is a analytical part. Okay, arrays and do loops. It is how to do the programming efficiently. Okay, without writing multiple steps. Tablet is to create the tables. Report is to generate the reports. Then it is how to debug or handling the errors. Handling the errors and how the SAS processing is there. Okay, so these are the topics. We are talking about the base SAS only. It's not the advanced. It's a base. Okay. Then in the advanced also we have some, anyway I will just give the syllabus of the advanced later once we finish with the base. Okay, so yeah, and I will upload the books also. If you cannot find the books like SAS functions or proc format, then let me know. Just I will add to the same folder. Okay. Just 1 second.